working 16 to 18 hours a day.
Did people treat you different once they knew who your father was?
All right, so I had a funny experience, right, when I first got there. Before I got to Clark, you know, like, when you graduate high school, you about to graduate your senior year, they always do that. Senior class, whatever school you going to today, like, you got to wear your hoodie or something. So I had my Clark hoodie on.
You said you worked at Tyler Perry Studios.
A month, 2 months.
And you left. Like,
Yeah,
you didn't get fired or
here.
none of that. But, like, for the viewers in the outside world, like, that's like a dream job.
How is it that somebody can go through depression like you after everything that you learned?
Depression don't got no look. Like, it really, we don't know what you might go on a binge of just f***ing a lot. Depressed, you don't know that. You might overcook yourself with just always working, hustling a lot. Like, you feel me? Like, I got this book I read. It was like, homicide is how we flip suicidal impulses. Like, you feel me? So, now you think about it, I had to sit back. I'm looking at it, right? You look in the hood, right?
Once again, you already know what it is. Podcast Central, Coastal Chronicles NYC. I'm your boy, Tank Sinatra, a.k.a. Taino Domingo, a.k.a. call me anything but late for dinner. I don't know what y'all thought, man, but you know what's about to happen, though. But I got to talk to my man real quick, my brother, Activation King. Dren Starr, talk to me, baby.
What's going on, man? Another week, another episode. You know what I'm saying? Numbers is up. Shout out to the new sponsor, Red Bull. You know what I'm saying? Sponsors are coming through early. You know what I'm saying?
They hitting that email crazy.
Yeah.
Not the DM, the email.
Facts.
You know,
Then,
bags is in the email, not in the DM, though.
Then it's always big Duce vibes because, you know what I'm saying, we in the Duce lounge.
Listen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If we do say so ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
But let's get to it, brother. What's
All right,
up?
let's get to it, man. Let's get to our guest, man. You know what I'm saying? We got royalty in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? So our next guest is not just repping Yonkers, but he also carving out his own lane in music and business. This man is a creator, entrepreneur, and now podcaster who's both fresh and authentic with undeniable talent. Coming up, he was surrounded by some of the realest influences. He got his hip-hop royalty in his blood. Yeah, his pops is none other than legend, Jadakiss. Favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Music has always been in his blood. Dren, I think we got another one. We like in the monologue. It was only a matter of time before he went for it. He didn't stop there though. He went and got his degree in psychology from Clark Atlanta in 2018. Where you know, HBCU. And then he went into business with his pops and granddad. Together they launched Kiss Cafe in 2022, lending 40 years of family experience in the coffee game. In 2023, he gave us The Heart of the North, his debut project that's a straight look into his life as an artist. It's hip-hop, it's raw, it's all him. Not only that, he's now a part of Joe Budden podcast. Whether in the boardroom or behind the mic, he's a force to be reckoned with, proving that you can balance business and artistry at the highest level. So without further ado, let's give it up for the artist, podcaster, businessman, calls himself Jon Snow, really Jae'won. Holla at me, my boy.
What's up? How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Welcome
I ain't
to the
gonna front,
Deuce
that was
Lounge,
the
brother.
best introduction I've ever received. I ain't gonna lie. I've done a lot of interviews. Ain't nobody ever introduced it like
Cheers to
that. That was elite. That was
Cheers to
elite.
that.
That was
You know what I'm
elite.
Okay.
That was elite. Thank you.
Brother, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, my boy. Like I told my brother before you got here, right? I was like, yo, I love his energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people have told you before, but I'ma continue with the trend. Like, you got an old soul.
Thank you.
Like, for real, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, it exudes whenever somebody, like, meets you. Like, you could tell. Like, your generation is different. It's
Appreciate
a bunch
that.
of weirdos.
Facts.
But out of all those weirdos, like, you the diamond in the rough. And I'm not
Appreciate
just
it.
saying that because of who your father is, but, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that later on. But for the people that don't know your story and things like that, let's just start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into how you became to be who you are right now today as a man. Talk to the people how you grew up. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
All right, so what? I'm 27. I just be 28 this year. So everybody, you know, my pops, like, they started out bad boys, rough riders, all of that. You feel me? But the music industry, that ain't what it is now. Like, now you see niggas and they kids having, nigga might got a Rolex on 5 years old, 6 years old, all that. That wasn't it for us. Like, you feel me? My pop's crib, the crib he grew up in, the crib I grew up in. If we wasn't there, me and my moms was on the south side with her moms, me, her, my aunt, my grandmother, my uncle, his wife in the crib, my cousin EJ. Like, you feel me? So I had a regular upbringing. Like, I might have had a little more, but I had a regular upbringing for the most part. Like, my man Dirt right here that came in, like, he watched me grow up from the same block, same everything. Like, you feel me? So my life was regular. Niggas be thinking it was this all extravagant. It was like, nah, my shit was real regular. My pops just was who he was. Like, and I feel like if niggas listen to his music, you see his life was really regular. He probably still mostly accessible to most artists from his generation. So it's like, it wasn't nothing crazy. There's a lot of misconceptions about me. I don't really be caring about him.
Yeah, that's why I asked you, because, you know, outside looking in, people always think like silver spoon and all types of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, like, what was like, I don't want to say like, did you see your future the way it is now, or like what was you like a kid? Like, what was you like? Or put it to you like this, when did you know your father was Jadakiss? Put it to you like that.
I think I realized that young, like watching videos, hearing his music on the radio at probably like 2-3 years old, but it ain't mean nothing crazy to me. Like, it was always just like, that's my pops. He a rapper, like, but I wasn't looking at it from a financial standpoint, like, oh, that's just like, oh, that's my pops, that's what he do. You feel me? Because when he ain't doing that, he outside, he on the block with his friends, my uncles and shit. It was regular shit. It wasn't like, oh, this, that. But did I vision my life like this? I low-key kind of like manifest everything how I want life to go. Like, I always sit at some point, be like, damn, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to go, and it's going to go like this. And last night or this morning, I probably was sitting there. I was on the phone with this nigga, I think. I was like, yo, I'm really rapping right now. Like, I always used to say, like, I wanted to rap, but it's like, nigga, really rapping right now, like, at a high level, and it's like, it's motion and traction behind it. Like, so for me, it's like, it threw me off for a little, because it's like, damn.
So how old was that?
I think I wrote my first rap probably like 5-6 years old. That shit was trash. Then I start really rapping, like wanting to rap, like during the fucking 50 Cent Rough Rider and 50 Cent D-Block G-Unit beef. Like, around that time, I wanted to really rap. And I think the first song I ever recorded might have been in like the summer program camp shit, KEP, fucking, I was like probably 9-10 years old, first shit. And then from there, it's like on and off. Like, you know, you get the computer, laptop, you figure out how to do it, you do it. But it was always them little shits niggas do on they block, like them type of records. It was never no, like, I'm a rap. Like, well, all my friends always be like, yo, nigga, you could rap. Like, if you just sit still and just rap for real, and practice and just do it, you kill niggas. I ain't never do it. Then one day I was just tight. It was like, I'm going to the studio. And from there, it was just locked in.
So do you feel, now that you brought that element up, obviously you started, like you said, you started young, but then, you know, when you young, you just toying with it.
Yeah.
You know, you trying to get the feel. Your pops is who he is. When you got older and you got to that age, Kiss is just not a regular artist. So being that you're his son, is there like a pressure on you? Like, damn, your pops bar, like he set a high bar, bro. So do you get any type of like, for yourself, like any pressure, like, damn, this is my pop, so I gotta come with it. Like,
pardon. Nah, I used to think that. I think that's why I avoided rapping for dumb long. But then after a while, I was like, fuck it. Like, you feel me? For me, I set a hard bargain on myself, and I'm so critical of myself because, like, I'm a fan of hip hop more than, like, I love music, R&B, blues, jazz, all of that, rap. I love music, but hip hop, I'm a harsh ass critic. Like, I think everybody trash. I don't think nobody nice. I'm unamused by shit niggas be saying. I be like, that was it? Like, you feel me? So when I get in there, for me, it's like, nigga, like, you gotta say that shit. Another nigga might not like it, but when he sit down and he read it, like, I always look at it like that. Like, when you sit down and you read it, put it side by side next to somebody else and you read it, be like, damn, you could imagine what's being said. Like, you could visualize it. Like, that's one of my biggest things. Like, as long as niggas could visualize it, or if nobody could say, nah, that nigga's lying, and I did my job. Like, you feel me? Like, a lot of niggas, we got this thing, like, my pops, my old heads, all of that. Like, niggas say something in the song, it might be fire. Be like, that nigga lying, bro. Like, that nigga lying. Like, you feel me? Like, so long as niggas don't be like, yo, nah, like, that nigga dead serious. Like, and my friends will tell you, I always tell niggas, if you can make it out of Yonkers, you can make it anywhere. Like,
yeah, that's the trap.
And I really grew up in Yonkers. Like, my shit wasn't like, I'm saying I'm from Yonkers. Like, I really grew up in Yonkers. Like, fucking Warburton, Woodward, Ravine, Cottage, fucking the whole north side, the south side. Grew up on Riverdale. My cousins lived over there. Elliott, like, I'm really from, like,
Are
Yonkers.
you still in
like,
Yonkers?
Yeah, like, you feel me?
So
Like, you feel me?
okay,
Like, I'm out of Yonkers now, but nigga, I just came from Yonkers. Like, you feel me?
Got
Like,
you.
I'm really from Yonkers. Like, you feel me? Like, those is my, like, niggas know me in Yonkers. Like, my whole family's from Yonkers. You feel me? Like, so, like, nigga, if niggas in Yonkers could be like, yo, nah, that nigga dead serious. Like, he ain't lying. Like, I'm good. I don't care what nobody else say. Nigga, I get on a podcast or something, nigga be like, your life was that way. I be like, yo, bro, I ain't arguing with y'all niggas.
You know what you want to believe.
If I was lying, niggas from somebody from Yonkers don't like niggas. We don't support niggas. Niggas say, oh, that nigga's lying,
pull
bro.
up on you,
especially now with social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, with social media, like, you can't get away with nothing.
Exactly. A nigga from Yonkers ain't jump in the comments, argue with me yet, or say that nigga's lying. It's always a nigga that I don't know from nowhere.
It happens. It's part of the game. Unfortunately, this social media gave people that never had a voice before a voice.
The niggas that was quiet in the barbershop.
There you go.
Back there. But your school days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's crazy. I just watched that movie on the flight to Vegas.
Wake up.
That's my shit. That's one of the first DVDs my mom's ever bought me.
Super hard. That we ain't even gonna get into that. But bro, so in school, right? When did like did people treat you different once they knew who your father was?
All right, so I had a funny experience, right? When I first got there, before I got to Clark, you know, like in high school, when you graduate high school, you about to graduate your senior year, they always do that. Senior class, whatever school you going to today, like you gotta wear your hoodie or something. So I had my Clark hoodie on. Like I end up, crazy enough, going to a high school. I went to Iona Prep. Like I ended up going there, I was in it with Justin, Mariano Rivera kids, the Maras, like you feel me? Like, but for me, school was funny because I'd go to school. I ain't do nothing that everybody else did. Like, them niggas is going to parties. They pulling up in Audis, all sort of crazy shit. Like, I'm going back to Yonkers. Like, I was just going there for school, but home was here for me. So when I first got to Clark, they had made a whole thing. They put me on the IG, like, Jadakiss son coming to Clark or whatever. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So when I left to go to school, my family actually flew in, like my grandparents, my grandfather, older sister, like it was like a whole thing, like, cause niggas from my family don't go to school. Like it ain't a thing. My oldest cousin Shay went to school, but niggas don't go to school. So I was in my room one day in my dorm, just chilling, laying there.
What, freshman year?
Yeah, and campus security came up. Like they like, yo, you gotta come to not campus security, campus police. They like, you gotta come to the precinct. What the fuck is happening? They like, yo, like, no, your pops high profile. Whoop, whoop. We done had other celebrity kids who went to the school or went to Morehouse. People try to bother them. Like, yo, bro, I ain't worried about none of that. I'm here. I'm good. Like, you feel me? I got family and shit over here on MLK. I'm good. Like, they got this whole thing when you first get to Clark or the AUC period. Don't be on MLK after a certain time. I tell nigga, bro, we out. I'm going to MLK, man. We good. Like, and that was my whole shit. So then, I'm sure people was trying to be weird or like chicks was trying to get my attention, but I wasn't on that. Like I had a group of friends from Philly, all girls, like 5 of them.
Morehouse or
nah, Clark. They was like, cause we all ended up being psych majors together. They was like, yo, be careful. Like the girls in the dorms talking about, yo, that's Jadakiss' son. We want to fuck with him. We gonna try to trap him. Like, and those just became like, that's my family. Like my sisters. Like that's who I locked in with. And then my other friends came gradually. But niggas ain't treat me. Niggas seen I was cool. I'm just Jae'won. Like all that shit for me is out the window. I actually don't like leading with who my pops is and none of that. Cause then there's a perception and a perceived notion people have on you. Like you feel me? One bad day or you look disheveled or shit ain't how it should look in the public eye.
That perception.
Yeah, niggas like, you feel me? So I like to be on what I'm on, and then when you
with
find
Jae'won
out,
instead of Jadakiss' son.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you. Why a HBCU?
I wasn't gonna go to college. I wasn't gonna do shit. You feel me? I was young. I ain't gonna say I was young and dumb because I was smart as shit. I just was young and I ain't have no role models. I went to college. I ain't have no no older friends, no nobody I went to college. Like, all of my friends, my whole age group, and probably a few years, 2-3 more years older than us, all my friends went to jail. Like, you feel me?
So what made you though? What made you want to go to college? Like, what was the, like, you woke up one day and was like, yo, I gotta go to school, or like there was a push? Like, how did that come about?
To piggyback off of what he said, because I need people to understand, like, why HBCU?
So
You know what I'm
my best friend Josiah, right? She applied to Clark before me.
Okay.
And I had an ex when I was in high school that was going to DSU. She was like, yo, you ain't gonna apply to school. I'm like, yo, nah, not really. My mom's, all my pops ain't asked me, like, yo, what you wanna do? You wanna go to school? I really didn't know what the fuck I wanna do. So Josiah was like, yo, just apply to whatchamacallit. She's like, I'm applying to Clark. I'm like, that's the HBCU, right? Where they film Drumline and all of that. She like, yeah.
Facts.
So I just went and applied to every HBCU. Like, I think I applied to John Jay. And this really what it was. But she played a part. Josiah played a part. Fucking, I went to the school, my counselor in high school, like, the end of the season, senior year and all that, figure out what you gonna do. I'm like, yo, what your GPA gotta be to get into Columbia? Because I always wanted to go, like, if I always looked at college, it was going to be an all-black college, or it was going to be one of them prestigious just crazy, like, you feel me? Like, you feel me on some Tyreek shit?
Yeah, I feel
like,
you.
you feel me?
That's why I'm asking you.
Nigga laughed at me. Like, he really laughed. He said, oh, you ain't. I said, fuck y'all niggas. You ain't got to worry about me doing nothing white ever.
Thank you, sir.
Applied to all HBCUs.
Thank you, sir.
Fucking, I was about to get accepted. I got accepted to DSU. I was about to do my paperwork. I was on the phone with my ex. I look at my email, because we had just broken up, but we were still cool. Look at my
Delaware State?
Yeah. Look at my email. Clark hit me. You've been accepted. Me. I wake up. Yo, Ma, I'm going to fuck Delaware. I'm going to Clark. I'm going to Atlanta.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
out. I'm gone.
No disrespect to Delaware, but
yeah, like, I'm out. Like,
we got Morehouse across the street.
And it was crazy. Yeah, you got Morehouse. You got Morris, Brown, Clark, and Spelman. And Morehouse. Four HBCUs. Like, you feel me? All
and
in
a radius.
One, like this. Like, legit like how this is. Like, you feel me?
And a square. Yeah.
Like, you feel me? That was what it was for me. It wasn't nothing else. That was what it was gonna be and only be for me. So once I got there, but like I said, School Days was the first DVD my mom's bought me. Like, so everything about School Days I love. Like, I know School Days word for word as much as I know Paid in Full word for word. You feel me? Stomp the Yard, Drumline. Like, so I really appreciate that. Like, and I got my pops, his aunts, his uncles, and all of that. My grandmother got a sister, her youngest sister, my Aunt B. When I used to go to her crib, she'd give me all of the books, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of that. Like, so I got a big sense of, like, black pride. Like, I like that. Like, you go in the old heads' cribs and they got the shelves with the fine china. Like, I like shit that just feel black. Like, that's always been my thing. So to go there for me was like, I'm cool.
So it's safe to say that those movies definitely
me, yeah.
Put the battery in your back to be like, you know what, that's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. This is the zone I'm trying to be in.
Definitely.
That's what's up, man.
The reason why I asked you this, right, is because there's not a lot of people that has that mindset. I'm gonna give you a quick story. So I went to George Washington High School. It's in Audubon. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about there's nothing but Latinos in the spot. You feel me? But I was with this program that was in the school. So this program literally took us like on a retreat to black colleges. You feel me?
Sambo, right?
So they took me to well, not me, but a bunch of us.
Yeah.
They took us to Norfolk State. They took us to Hampton, and I forgot the other joint.
Oh yeah, so y'all went up the whole Eastern River.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here, and I remember going to Norfolk, and I was like, this is nuts. Then when I got to Hampton, I was like, but then the streets got a hold of me, and it was like, it was over. Well, tell you the truth, it wasn't even the streets. It was a multitude of things. But I asked you that because that's outside of the spectrum of people. You know what I'm saying? Because
niggas don't realize.
Thanks to that dude that told you couldn't get into Columbia, though.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Go
ahead, finish saying what you was going to say.
Niggas don't realize the same shit that go on in the streets happen in college.
Straight up.
Like,
that's
legit.
Big fact.
Like, the same exact
we
thing.
was in school selling weed, shooting dice,
sometimes
gambling,
you make
doing
more money
everything.
because everybody Yeah,
Bruh.
And you might get in more trouble because you so careless about this shit.
Bruh, you know where Hampton and Norfolk State is
Every
located
HBCU is
at,
in the middle of the trenches.
Exactly. As soon as you go down a block, you're going to hear a bunch of gunshots and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But why psychology?
That was a multitude of reasons. I don't like people. Like, you feel me? I think a lot. So I'm always trying to figure out, like, oh, why they did that? What's a person's reason? Like, and then, like, you know, like, personal shit, family issues and all of that. Like, so for me, it was always a matter of, I wanted to be able to figure out why people was doing what they was doing and operating how they was operating. In high school, I had a teacher, that's my nigga, matter of fact, Houlihan in high school. He was the psychology teacher. He wasn't my counselor, but I used to just go to his office, chill with him, talk to him. I took his class my senior year, it was elective psychology, and that was the only class, because I like either history or psychology. That was the only class that I enjoyed, like his class, history and that. And I was like, you know, if I go to college, niggas like, what you gonna do in college? They don't want to do business. I hate math, logistics and all of that. I hate all of that type of shit. I'm like, go ahead, I talk to niggas, you feel me? Like, figure shit out. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at talking, so that was the most easiest for me.
So you came in off the rip on
Off the rip, yeah, that was what it was
or just
for.
like, yo, I'm gonna figure it out later on?
Nah, I'm going for psychology.
Okay. So how was the 4-year experience?
I had a real HBCU experience. I ain't have like
talk about it, homecoming, talk all that.
So when you say real, like what does that mean?
Yeah,
like
talk about it.
There's some fake shit going on with it.
People don't get the full HBCU experience, right? So my freshman year, and I got this, my best friend, me, and then my friends like that, my brothers now like that I met when I was in school. Freshman year, not really fucking with niggas the first few weeks. Fucking, then all freshman year, it was just partying, cutting class, wilding, doing shit like that.
Freshman
Boom.
shit.
Yeah, like the first semester, first semester. Then second semester, now you meet your mentors and shit, different professors. I start getting involved in school shit. I realized, yo, all the girls, when you cut in class, all the chicks that you looking for is in class. Start going to class. I start participating now. I'm getting involved in the school. You feel me? Doing all of that. Sophomore year come. Now we living in the upper dorms, like, you feel me? I'm more involved, programs, doing more shit and all of that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What? Second semester, sophomore year, now is when you start. You grow. Like, the shit you thought about when you was a freshman or before you out to college, that shit sheds. Now you see the growth. Like, this is the beauty in being black and HBCU and all of that. I have that enlightenment moment. Then you had a fucking moment where, you know, the Greek letter organizations and all that. You got
sororities,
that.
right?
Yeah, sororities and fraternities. You start looking into that. Feel me? I ended up pledging. I pledged Alpha. You feel me?
Definitely about to ask you that.
Yeah, I pledged Alpha. So then you look into that. I ain't do that till my junior year though. I ain't do that till my junior year. Like, you feel me? You get into that, and it's a ripple effect. It was legit how Stomp the Yard was. How DJ experience was and Stomp the Yard is what my college experience was like. Like, you get there, you ain't fucking with niggas, you don't care. Then you get involved, you meet. That is how my experience went. Like, I had a real experience.
Fire. That's fire.
See, I don't watch movies, so I gotta
watch Stomp the Yard.
I gotta get into that so I can see that.
Not to cut you off. And like in school days, how they had the super pro black, like when Dat was just on his pro black shit. You had that moment, like, you feel me? You had like I had all of those type of phases for me to push me. Like,
shout out to Mama Love for putting you on that black pride.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? So 4 years, graduate. What we doing after that, Jay?
Fucking nigga, graduation came. I was sitting on the field in the chair, cap and gown, suit under the cap and gown, depressed. I ain't gonna lie. I went to the fucking gas station. We had to be at the school like 6 a.m. The liquor stores were still closed. I went to the gas station, grabbed a bottle of Subtle Holmes, got dumb drunk, and was just sitting in the chair like this, like, yo, what the fuck is next? But it was crazy to me, right? Because my whole block came, like, from, like, my whole block, and niggas I don't even fuck with now came out there. I did not expect it, like, at all. Did not expect niggas to come out there. Like, I didn't even know niggas knew the day I was graduating. Like, niggas all drove, matter of fact, right? Niggas drove, like, multiple cars, drove, like, so I'm at my crib. I knew my god brother was coming, my man, Vado was coming. We in there. Few other niggas called me, niggas like, yo, we outside the crib. Open the door. Niggas come. So we leave, we go to Lennox. Niggas like, yo, yeah, we in Lennox. Or you hear, from the other side, we in a full court. Like, it's just the whole block. Like, it was like, niggas came. But speaking of, I had a psychology class. She just passed away. If you didn't pass her class, she was some of my professors' professor when they went to school in the AUC. You ain't pass her class, whatever plans you had afterwards is done because you ain't graduating.
She was a big homie.
I thought I was not gonna. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna pass. It was an assignment. It was a research paper. Did not think I was gonna pass. I'm like, this shit is not gonna work. I didn't apply to grad school, nothing. I'm like, if I don't pass this, all that shit is out the window. So I was really like, the last few months, I was winging it like I don't know, like niggas is gonna be tight. If I don't do this, niggas is gonna be like, damn, nigga, you fucking ain't graduate like on time. Like, you feel me? I didn't want to do that. I ended up knocking the paper out, passing, but I ain't applied to nothing. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, what's next? I don't want to go back home. I don't want to go to Yonkers. Nigga, you did all of this to go back. You fucked up. Came home for the summer, chill. I'm glad I came home for the summer. My man ended up passing away the following 2020. Like, you feel me? So I got to chill with niggas. Like, fucking came home, was just chilling. Whoop, 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 boom. Went back to Atlanta. Now one of my profiles, Lino, he got me a job at Tyler Perry Studios. Like, he's in the writer's office with him. Like, he got me a job there. And they had me doing production assistant shit, like returning the clothes, the actors and shit. Well, and I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
This ain't it.
No, you know, I had a moment there, cause you coming to, shout out to Tyler Perry too. He got his whole studio, the compound. Yes. You coming to the parking lot where you work at, you see the groundskeepers. He got all his cars lined up in a row. It's just one row is his cars, Lambo, Ferraris, Phantom, shit like that. Like,
talking about motivation,
like toys. Like, you feel me? But you're working 16 to 18 hours a day. So I'm sitting there one day, like, it's lunch. I'm sitting there, I'm talking to a few of the people like that just been there, like that do camera work. Like, I'm like, yo, when like you get to see your family? Like, I only see my family on the weekends. Like, I'm like, so that's what you do? Like, yeah, like I want to take it to the next level. I sat there, said, fuck this. Nigga, y'all making, he paid good. Y'all making him rich, helping him continue his dream and his legacy, hoping to get that one shot. I can't do that. Got my last check out of that shit, finished. Celebrated the homecoming, whoop, did one more job. I did fucking stage, I did production assistant behind the scenes shit for 11 hip hop reunion episode. Like, you feel me? I'm like, this shit is garbage. Like, all of this shit is garbage. Like, you feel me? I can't sit here and chase nobody else's dreams and help them chase their dreams. You feel me? I done helped my friends do shit and inspired them, and they all making shit happen, nigga. You gotta figure it out. Told niggas, packed up, I came home. Like, I don't know, I'm figured out. My grandpa was like, yo, come do the coffee show with me. So I'm like, yo, I'm his favorite grandchild. I know I could come in there and wing it. I ain't really gonna have to do nothing, but I could get a check. You feel me? Act like I was interested for a little bit. That shit went to the side. Like, you feel me? So then that's when Versus came, pandemic came. Like, you feel me? I was doing other shit. We had the Bird Brain Bud. Had shit. Like, so I was making money. It's just like, what is gonna be your thing? Some family shit happened. Nigga, rapping was the only way for me to get over it. Went to the studio, my man Noam crib. And from there, it was rest is history.
All right, so I want to bring it back real quick because I just had a conversation with somebody the other day about this, and you a psychology major, so I feel like me and you could probably get a little understanding. I know you know. I'm not gonna say that. So Meth just recently had
the talk with depression, him and Fat Joe.
Exactly right. You just mentioned that. So my thing is, I don't knock nobody for depression. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But my thing is, I feel like we are the controllers of anything that's in our mind. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, to me, listen, this is why I'm asking you, because you the psychologist, bro, not me. You got your certificate. I don't. You see what I'm saying? So how is it that somebody can go through depression like you after everything that you learned? How is it that happens? Because, at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to speak on how it happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you do that for the audience and all that. But for me, my thing is like this, right? It's you versus you.
At all times.
You know what I'm saying? You are your biggest enemy.
At all times.
Outside of anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Pac said a joint. He said, I hate the man in the mirror because this reflection makes the pain turn realer. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like, my mentality is I'm not going to allow my brain to be the reason why I crash out.
You know what's crazy, though? Depression don't got no look. We don't know what you might go on a binge of just fucking a lot. Depressed, you don't know that. You might overcook yourself with just always working, hustling a lot. Like, you feel me? Like, I got this book I read where it was like, homicide is how we flip suicidal impulses. Like, you feel me? So, now when you think about it, I had to sit back. I'm looking at it, right? You look in the hood, right? Think about when a nigga die, how much love,
fake love,
quote unquote, love a nigga get via social media, via people crying when they come to the candle lights. Niggas sit there for a week, 2 weeks after he died, like, you feel me, mourning his memory, and the niggas go on. A lot of niggas yearn for that type of feeling, to feel appreciated or loved and all that, you feel me? Because they don't get their flowers while they here. So a lot of niggas will crash out. Niggas run the streets. When these young niggas right now is having shootouts and all that, they not having shootouts. Niggas want to die, like, because they want to feel some sort of love at some point. Yeah,
that's
like,
what they chasing out here.
Yeah, niggas is chasing that.
They chasing
like,
that in
me?
prison to
exactly.
think that they gonna get that satisfaction.
But to get depressed, yo, bro, it's easy to get depressed, like, because.
So give me you. Let's we're not gonna speak. We already expounded on that. Give me, why is it that you got that day, 6 a.m. right before you about to graduate? You sitting there in the parking lot. I mean, in the gas station.
See, but my shit was a multitude of things. You gotta think about it. Like, yeah, like my pops I was young. So niggas don't realize, if your pops, this is why I don't have kids, right? If your pops or your moms is in the industry, whichever parent's in the industry, it's no different than if your moms or pops isn't in your life to a degree, because they're always gone. So there's not a lot of time spent with them, a lot of building. So for the most part, my pops was in my life, but it's me and my mom's, like, my tribe. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you growing up, nigga, you playing sports, your pops can't be there because it might be too much attention on him, or he busy. Like, you feel me? Parent teacher meeting or something going on at the school. Yo, where your pops at? It's now for a nigga like me or somebody in my position, experience, it start bothering you, because you know why they not there for work, but it's like, damn, you can't miss work a little bit. So then that become the strife and conflict between the two, like, you feel me? So that's no different than the nigga who pops is in jail.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest, okay.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. You feel me? So it's like, it's that, like, your pops ain't here for whatever reason. My pops ain't here. We saying he working, but he still ain't here. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it be that. Then it's a multitude of things. But as far as college, post-grad depression is just because you go from having a cycle, you in school for 12 years of your life or some shit like that. And then you get a moment where that shit is over with. It's over with. Now you got to figure out, what is next? What am I going to do? I had a schedule for 8 a.m. to 3 o'clock for 12 years of your life. It's this. You feel me? Then when you get to college, you mix in the fun, the party, and all of that. That shit stop. When you graduate, all your friends, some niggas got jobs far west, Midwest, East, deeper in the South, coming up north. That shit all stops, and now it's like reality sets in. What are you gonna do? It's like when a nigga come home from jail that been in jail 15 years, 10 years, 20 years. What the fuck? Like, Yeah, I'm sure y'all know niggas who done been to jail, came home and don't know
hold
what
on,
to
stop
do.
right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. You want to know how we met?
Jail.
In prison.
See what I'm saying? Now think about it. When y'all got out, before y'all got out, because I'm not sure how long y'all did. You start thinking about, yo, how am I gonna adapt? How am I adjust?
Yeah, how you gonna bounce back?
That's post-prison depression, post-grad depression. Oh,
Same. That's ill.
Exactly the same thing.
You saying that? Like, I'm glad you said that because that's crazy. Like it all. You would never in a million years think you successful. You from the hood. Yonkers is just like any trap, Lower East Side. Like
super trap.
Nobody goes to college and things like that
Mm-hmm.
because. So that's another element that you did. You beat the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you out of your team of friends and homies, you probably the only one that went to college.
Nah, a few of us, like, that shit went like this because we all grew up the same.
Okay.
Some of us, and we all did whatever we did in the streets, but some of us.
You ever got locked up before?
Nah, I ain't never. I'm a good wishman-caller.
Never had cuffs on you ever?
No, yeah, I've had cuffs on me.
Okay.
You feel me? But
you never did time.
Yeah, like I ain't.
Okay.
You feel me? Get me the fuck out of here. Like, get me out of here. Like, you feel me?
Shit super whack.
It was like I knew early that I wasn't trying to go to school for sports and none of that. Like, you feel me? My shit was either you gonna be successful or you gonna hustle. Whatever the hustle is, you gonna figure it out. Like, I always had that. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. That was the wishman call. Like, some of us fell too hard into the streets. Some of us, we dabbled in it and it's like, that shit over. Like, me and a lot of my friends, though, we observe. Like, so we look at niggas, like, I always look at the older niggas, like, a couple years older than me, and then the niggas my pop's age. Like, y'all niggas is losers, bro. Like, I ain't come this far to come this far, bro. I gotta make something happen. Like, I like nice shit.
So
go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
So let's backtrack real quick because you said you worked at Tyler Perry Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
for like a month, 2 months.
We not just gonna fly over there like that. Like a lot of like for you, and you left. Like, you didn't get fired or none of that. But like for the viewers in the outside world, like, that's like a dream job, bro.
Fuck no.
For them to put that on I'm just saying, like.
Oh no, I get what you're saying.
Like, for them to put that on a resume, like Tyler Perry Studios, like, that's a multi-million-dollar facility. Like you said, he got a whole compound.
Yeah.
You just broke out. Like, nah, this ain't for me.
Nah, I'm big on that.
Jay,
If
let me get this real quick, Jay. Just to piggyback off of what you said, because I'm going through a similar situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's pertinent on what he said was, I'm over here slaving, not seeing my family to make somebody else rich.
I can't do that.
Which is what I respect in what he said, because you got a lot of people that will give their soul just for whatever little check they gonna get,
And
it's
hope
little
they get
I
there.
hope you get on, yeah.
little compared to what that person that you're working for is gonna get. You know, is that to work 16 hours, bro, and only see your family
48
Saturday
hours.
and Sunday?
It's crazy.
Like that's beyond nuts.
Like, you feel me?
You know what
So
I'm
for
saying?
me,
So hold on, because we're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Did they know who your pops was? Did your father have anything to do with that?
nah, my profile set that up. My big bro Lino, he worked in there. Like, he's in the writer's office. He's like,
Okay.
yo, try to get you a job. It ain't gonna be no crazy position. I'm like, I do something. Like, you feel me? Like, I need something to till I figure some shit out. Like, he did that, got in, whoop, did that shit. Saying it was cool because, like I said, I was just returning the clothes that the characters was wearing. I'm going to Lenox, Phipps, Cumberland Mall, Atlantic Station, or West End, just dropping off clothes.
Yeah,
I got
running around.
I got the company's fucking minivan.
I mean, you getting paid, but it was like you was like an intern. You wasn't jacking.
Yeah, like like I'm returning the shit. I'm just chilling the whole time. Fuck this shit, man.
Yeah, this ain't me.
This
Yeah.
ain't I really it could be ignorant to some people or arrogant, but I got
you got your mind right.
like I know what ain't what's call it.
You know what you want.
I know what I could settle with or what I could do, and I know, nigga, what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm not supposed to do nothing that is not say ordinary, because it's nothing wrong with if you got a regular job, You feel me?
but
You
got
need the
standards,
niggas,
bro.
You need the niggas that work in fast food. Cause how you gonna get yours when you go to the drive-thru?
Right.
Facts.
I'm
That's
just not to
me.
be that nigga.
That's
not
me.
meant for me to be that nigga. Like, you feel me? My pops hustled hard so I don't have to experience that. You feel me? So why would I fuck that up? Nah, figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I throw in the towel. And I'm big on that. If something I don't feel is right, I'll walk away from it.
So to elaborate on two things that you stated earlier. So you said music was the outlet that you chose to push, right? But you just finished saying you see what it cost you with your dad.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you have a child, it's gonna be.
And I had that conversation all the time. Like,
360.
I had that conversation. I don't want a kid right now. Like,
okay,
I keep it a buck. Like, y'all, you
don't want kids, period, or just right now?
Until I hit that point where I turn that off of that. When I hit a certain level, if it's Drake level, any level where I can turn down.
What's Drake level? What is that?
With right now, Drake could turn down. They got what, 200 million, $1 million, 2 million for me. I don't need it. I'm chilling. When I can hit that level, then I think about starting a family. Until I'm at the level where I don't have to worry.
Where everything's copacetic.
Where everything is cool. Smooth. Like, you feel me?
I'm
a simplistic person. Like, I always want my money to make money for me, and I want things to be smooth. So when I hit that level, then because I know what that feeling is like. Man, like, my dad not here, he can't come. Like, I don't want to ever put a kid through that. And then I know what type of damage that do to the woman that you with or whoever you have a kid with. Like,
I mean, listen, that's when your psychology, because not everybody thinks like that. You know what I'm saying? So where we come from, sometimes we think with the wrong head. Pause.
Yeah.
And then the situation happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's how your pops had you. You know what I'm saying? And he, like you said, he was grinding, he was hustling, he was doing what he got to do. I'm sure you saw certain things that was like, listen, you were young. So you was born into when he was already on the block.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Doing what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure you saw. You've been there. Been there, done that, saw that. So you don't.
So I'm like,
you broke the cycle, brother.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, like, I don't want to. While I'm grinding, because you could be successful, but you still grinding. It's you know when you still grinding in your success versus when you hit your success and you could put your shit on cruise control. While I'm grinding and the family,
no distractions, none of that.
Yeah,
heard you.
So now going into your rap career, right? Let's speak about the Heart of the North real quick right now.
Mm-hmm.
So is it me or are you some Game of Thrones shit?
Yo,
that's first and
That's
foremost.
a fact. That's how I got the Jon Snow shit, right?
Yeah. So only people that watch Game of Thrones can understand. So that type of dynamic of what you talking about.
How that came about was, what was it, 22? After 2022, that's because 2021 is when they did the Locks versus Dipset verses. Yeah, that whole
it was 2020
or 20.
It was May
whatever year it was.
I know.
I was in Harlem.
You just mentioned that. We're gonna get into that.
Disgusting.
Go ahead.
I was in Harlem.
Damn, man.
I was between
disgusting.
Harlem and the Bronx for those 2 years. Heavy between being in the G spots, gambling,
you didn't drive
running around Harlem. Like, you feel me? Like, I was doing that. So all the niggas on my block and YO and all of that was like, nigga, you a Harlem nigga now, you don't be here. And Harlem niggas would joke around and be like, nigga, you from Harlem now. Like, you feel me? Like, you ain't.
What
like,
I told you earlier.
You feel me? Like, so for me, and then it was some, like, just funny hating shit from niggas back home in the town saying certain shit and all of that. Like, niggas being weird, like, you feel me? So, nigga, it's my shit. Like, don't nobody put on for this shit how I do. Nigga, every summer for the last, 4 or 5 years, out of pocket, I pay for a basketball tournament in the hood where all the young niggas come and play ball because they stopped the tournaments that we had. You feel me? So every summer, this nigga, I'm paying for this shit out of pocket, and whoever else from the hood or just fucking me want to throw in some bread, we paying for the refs. We getting the jerseys. Nigga, all the young niggas that got beef, that grew up under us, is there. They coming, and niggas, and we not doing nothing. Nigga, y'all gonna come, niggas gonna ball, and we gonna leave. Today, this is peace day. We ain't on that. You feel me? So niggas ain't doing that, nigga. I'm like, nigga, it's my shit, nigga. I'm really the heart of this shit, nigga. Like, I set the trends. I make certain shit cool. We doing this. We ain't doing that. You feel me? Like, nigga, I got a real voice in this shit, nigga. It's my shit, like. And that's how that came about. And then nigga Jon Snow was that nigga in Game of Thrones. Like, you feel me? And he's from the North. Like, he was the child that niggas slept on, and niggas had big expectations for him. King. And we seen him be up, down, like, and that was him, nigga. That's what it was.
All his trial and tribulations played out, but he's still the king in the North. Give me your rap influence, because I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to tell you who I feel like your style is, but I'm going to let you tell the people.
I want to hear this first.
We going to let you.
What you going to say? Who you going to say? I want to know.
Young OG.
Hov?
Young OG.
Oh, Fab.
You give me super duper Fab vibes. I'ma keep it a buck. I'm listening and I'm like, yo, this the irony of this shit. Nigga Jay and motherfucking Fab Kiss versus Jason.
You wanna hear some funny shit?
Niggas sound like Fab.
Birthday's a day after mine.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fab birthday's a day after
Insane.
mine. I'm the 17th, he's the 18th.
And I ain't even surprised.
Yeah, like, so I think that's where I would say.
Shout out to Fab.
Shout out to Spiz. I think that's where I would say
Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you wrong.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Like, he wrong.
Okay.
My favorite Fab project is Loso's Way.
Okay.
Fire.
Like,
that's
I miss my
shit.
I miss my love, Bang Bang, the bonus track Bang Bang, and Stay, the shit with Marsha Ambrose, and the shit with Trey Songz and Neo. Like, it's like 4 of the songs on it is like my go-to records on that album. Matter of fact, that whole album, like, you feel me? I listened to that album a lot, I think, in 2009, but I don't study Fab at all. I listen to a lot of Styles. I listen to a lot of 50, a lot of my Pops, a lot of Beans, Hove. Like, I have moments, whenever I work on a project, I might listen to certain projects that I listened to growing up and go to that. Like, I don't know who one person I'm influenced by. Nelly is one. Nellyville is one of my favorite albums. Like, niggas sleep on Nelly. Nellyville is
he's going through some shit over
Nellyville is one of those albums. Like, that's that.
Is that the album that went diamond?
Nellyville did go diamond. Yeah. No, it was a Country Grammar. Nellyville is the one with number one when he was going at it with KRS-One. Yeah. When he had Pimp Juice.
That was second one. You right though. Country Grammar was the one that went diamond.
Yeah. Okay. All of that, Dilemma, all of that. Like, I listened to that album a lot. Fucking Plies. I fuck with Plies. I don't study nobody. I study albums when I just listen to it. Like, I might listen to an album for a month straight.
Got it.
And it wasn't intentional for me to study. It's just, I really be trying to, like I told y'all earlier, I be really trying to figure out if a nigga's nice or if niggas just said they like that album because of popularity.
Got it.
You feel me? But the albums I say that influenced me, like, I know it's certain records on certain albums that made me want to rap. Like, A Gangsta and a Gentleman, Nobody Believes made me want to rap. Fucking Many Men made me want to rap. Fucking Ghetto Quran, 50 Bars, those is records that made me want to rap. My Name is Kiss. It's certain songs that, like, I was like, I wish I could rap, or like I had this beat, like All I Need by Hove. Like, it's certain, I know for me, it's certain moments in life when I heard them and be like, if I had that beat, I would, like, you feel me? So I don't, there's no one person I study, like.
What's your top 5 dead or alive?
Favorite artist?
Top 5 dead or alive.
I give you my top 3. The other 2 ranges based on my mood. So it could change. My top 3 is Kiss, Cole, Nas.
2 more.
At the moment, Kiss, Cole, Nas, Leaf Ward. He's in there. I listen to Leaf Ward almost every day right now.
Okay.
Leaf Ward is in there. And who else? I listen to me. I don't like niggas. I listen to me. Like, like, not on no arrogant shit. Like, cause it's certain niggas I like, shit, but I don't.
So that's different, because a lot of artists that we come across when we interview, they don't even like listening to themselves. Like, they don't like hearing their projects. They don't. I know
once it's out, once it's out to people, I'm off of it.
So if you had a feature,
my dream feature.
Yeah, your dream feature.
Rap wise or overall?
I mean,
my dream collaboration is with Raphael Sadiq.
Oh, that's different.
I want a Raphael Sadiq hook. Like,
Okay, that's different.
I want a
You got
Raphael
an old
Sadiq
soul.
hook.
Like, a lot of people don't even know who that is, bro.
Like I want a Raphael Sadiq hook.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the town.
Word.
I would have loved to work with Nipsey.
Have you ever thought about doing a collabo with Pun's son, Chris Rivers?
Me and Chris follow each other on the gram. We ain't never get around to it. Like we ain't never even talk about it. I respect what he doing. Like I would work with him. Though.
Let me ask you something real quick, Jay. Not to cut you off, right?
You good.
So now, with what my brother just finished asking, right? Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri. I want to work with JD.
Okay. So now you got, I'm not gonna say a lot, but you have certain hip hop legends who children like yourself are starting to rap right now. What do you feel? What do you feel about that? You understand what I'm saying?
Shout out to all of them first and foremost because
like we spoke about Dumani.
Yeah, because to follow and to what we up against is weird, right?
Yeah.
Because like I'm 27, I'll be 28, but so I guess because people didn't see me grow in hip hop, like you feel me, like I was out of the spotlight. They think I'm younger than I am and all of that, like you feel me. So they really operate from that lens, but I feel like people don't know a lot of celebrity kids. So they automatically write niggas off. Like, I don't want to hear that. Your life wasn't... And it's like, yo, bro, you can't do that because when we all sit down and talk, nigga, everybody got similar stories. Nigga,
Yep.
Pops wasn't around. Moms wasn't around. Fucking... It's always this, always that. It's always something. Like, you feel me? Like, and niggas got a story to tell. It's like... This is what I hate with rap, right? Niggas always trying to outpour each other. Like, nigga, I was this poor, I was this... Like, yo, bro.
Crazy.
Shut the fuck up. Don't shut the fuck up, because that's your story, but...
Let's be
nigga,
real.
let's be real here.
Yeah,
like, you feel me? Like, was you poor because you was really poor, or did you just not have the things you wanted? You had what you needed, but you ain't have what you wanted, and you chose to make certain decisions.
Because
that's same shit that happened with celebrity kids. Niggas, I know celebrity kids that niggas just, bro, niggas is enamored with the streets. Like, the streets is a big part of hip hop culture. Think about it, y'all.
Because that's what cosigns you. Like, if you don't have no streets or you never been locked up, you ain't valid.
Yeah, and it's like I don't even agree with that.
And like you said, like you got to get shot or you got to get stabbed to have a story.
Exactly. Like, but think about it like this, right? Yeah, because y'all went to school. You went to school in the Bronx, Harlem.
Nah, Lower East Side.
Lower East Side, right?
Yeah.
When y'all went to school, the first niggas that had pounds, like when you went, that you know had pounds, is the white niggas and Arabic niggas that was driving the Beamers to school, right?
Facts.
They usually got the parents in construction. They got parents doing certain shit.
They were silver.
It was born
and
into
they were silver spoon for real.
Yeah,
But they got in the streets. You don't ever see them judge each other for that. Black niggas
Grabbing a barrel. Bro.
just jump. Yeah, like, it's like, nigga, my life was harder than yours. It's like, yo, bro, it probably was. That don't write off why I'm doing what I'm doing or what I want to. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not even here to compare stories with you because, like I tell niggas, in the last, let's say 4 years, I just really indulged into the Hollywood lifestyle and all of that shit. Like, you feel me? Like, yeah, I got more friends who parents might have been on crack or was in the streets than I do who parents was at the awards with my pops. Like, you feel me? So, I know it's shit that the rich niggas go through and the wealthy celebrity kids go through, and niggas in the hood cannot handle. And it's shit that niggas in the hood go through, they can't handle. So, for me, it's like I'm directly in the middle. I have days when it's over here that I know they can't relate to. I have days when it's over here that they can't relate to. So, it's just a matter of stop comparing and just do what you do. Like, live your life. Like, nobody can walk your walk for you. Y'all niggas had different jail experiences. You're not going to sit here and tell him your experience is harder than his. He ain't going to say yours was harder than yours. Y'all had different experiences. It's like, it's just, niggas just always trying to compare.
It is, but, you know, because, again, we all come from different lifestyles.
Exactly.
So we all come from different lifestyles, different neighborhoods, and they just all throw us in the same pot.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's a great analogy. Again, that's that Psychology shit, bro. Like a lot of people don't even know
Listen.
how to break that down like that.
That boy
You know what I'm
smart,
saying? Like that's real. That's
that
real
boy
rap.
smart. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay. So, all right. So we getting into the music. So why is it you veering off to do? And I'm not saying this as there's anything wrong. I'm just saying you just finished saying you was going through what you went through in Clark. Music was your outlet. You know what I'm saying? But now we look up and you a part of a podcast network. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I wasn't gonna do the podcast. Joe was the reason. Joe's the reason I did the podcast.
We have something in common.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Joe was the reason. I went up there with my pops and my grandpops. We did the coffee shit. And he was like, yo, you know how to talk. Like, I fuck with you. I went back up there with Capella when Capella went to do the rollout for his project. And Joe had sat me down. And I guess it got good reviews.
Joe who?
Butters.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, you got a future in this. You should try it. I mean, like, oh, he like, yo, don't look at it as it'll hinder you from your career because the more you talk, because you do know what you're talking about, and you're a true fan of hip hop, the more people are gonna pay attention and they're gonna go listen to your shit, even if they hate it or hate on it. They're gonna go look at it and it's gonna bring traction to what you have going on.
Yep.
So it works. Like it's a double-edged sword. Use it. You feel me? But niggas don't realize potting is what we do all our lives in a barbershop. We're having a conversation about the shit going on.
Without a mic being present.
Exactly. That's all it is. And nigga, I argue. I don't talk about shit. Like, I'm not a nigga who want to talk. Like, I sit there and I'm quiet. But with some shit on culture or music, I talk to you about it all day. Like, you feel me? And that's the only reason. That's what made me get into it.
So now that you're into it, what's your like?
The music don't stop. For me, the music don't stop. I'm potting once a day. I mean, once a week. All other days is music.
But the potting part of it, like how do you, are you comfortable with it? Are you jacking it? Is it cool? Or
No,
you're
yeah, potting is cool. It's nothing wrong with
you
potting.
hate to talk, nigga.
No, I do.
Yeah.
Like once I'm interested, I talk.
Yeah.
But I'm not a nigga who want to talk. Like if I, you feel me? It's cool.
That's a big platform you on though. That's a huge.
No,
platform.
it is, and I appreciate them for the shout out for the opportunity to do it. Like you feel me? It's cool because if I wasn't potting, those conversations we having on the pod, I'll be doing them for free in the regular setting. So nigga, you might as well get paid to go do something.
Why not?
Yeah,
Do something that you already do.
exactly.
Throw you the bag. Do what you do naturally. All your points are valid. You know what you're talking about is a win-win.
Exactly.
Can't even lose.
And we usually see artists wait till they solidify on one thing and go to the next. No, I want to be the one to do it my way. Nigga, I did it this way. This is how I'm doing it. Did the pod and music at the same time. So every time I do something, you'll be like, oh, you got to master this. No, I'm doing it at the same time. I'm show you why I could do it both at the same time.
Fire. What's the next project?
Next project is called Still Adjusting. So that is the project. It's really all of the singles that I'm rolling out the rest of this year, just packaged on one project. So if anybody missed one single or something, you get the whole shit and you get the whole shit in a project. It's called Still Adjusting. And all of those songs are basically a mixture of what this adjustment is for me. Like we just had Fly Shit drop with Capella. Because I seen people start treating me different before it hit me that, nigga, you really doing this. Like, nigga, they playing your shit on Hot 97. Like, you doing more interviews. Like, you hitting different platforms.
And that ain't payola.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, it was like, this shit, like, it was for me, it's like, I start seeing everybody else treating me different. Like, you feel me? But they weren't. They treated me different. But then it's like say let's use my mom for example. She be like, "Yo, you free? I need you to do something." I say, "Yo, mom, like not like
I gotta go do this pod.
Yeah, I got shit going on now. Like you feel me? Like
traction
like you feel me? Like I got shit going on. Like your friend. Like I'm not chilling on the block as frequently as I once was able to. Nigga, at one point in my life, I was only on the block. Like you feel me? Like. It's like I just came from Vegas doing the BET Awards to the block. Like you get what I'm saying? It's like nigga, it's an adjustment. Like I can't go to certain spots that I used to go to just on some regular shit no more. Like I'm in the casino at the table, and the lady come up to me, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Me, yeah, sure. Is your name Jae'won? Me, yes. My husband said that was you. Like, and he always think he know who people are. Like it's like
that's
it's
happening.
it's happening. Like you feel me? And so for me, so now you got certain songs where I'm rapping about that, and when I work on a project, I don't try to conceptualize a project. I like to create a bunch of music at a time, and I put the songs together to make the project. That's how the Heart of the North came about. I can't say because then I start thinking, I overthink. I have to just create. So how I create, right? And this is all answer your question. I'll create in mood and emotion and season. So when shit is going bad, I'm gonna create in that season.
Those be the best
record. I'm gonna whatever the record is I fall in love is gonna go. All right, this is the one I want to put out. Then when shit going good, create a bunch of records. And I put them like that. So then was the first one to come out. You got NDAs was the first drop I did, right? NDAs, I just dropped that last month. The making bitches sign NDAs, all of that. You feel me? Ironically, it is a Bad Boy sample.
Smart man.
And with everything happened. But I recorded that song long before this shit all started happening.
Yeah.
Feel me? Boom, like you feel me? Because shit is changing now. You gotta move different. So it's that. Boom. And the first line is it. I was being humble. I'ma really talk my shit now. Been on the road busy, hardly ever in town. I'm so locked in. My dreams compete with my bitch now. Like that's real shit.
Ooh,
like it's like
real rap.
This is real shit that's going on.
Yeah.
Then the next record I got coming out is Bruce Wayne on Halloween. And the first bars is like, if I told y'all what to do, y'all. What I said, if I showed you what to do, y'all probably still feel. No, we told y'all I was the sequel. First half is still feel. I'm you feel me? Like I'm talking like it's that. Like you feel me? And then I always felt like Bruce Wayne. Like you feel me? When he's being Batman trying to help his city, niggas don't fuck with him. He's a dick. He's arrogant. You feel me? Like who is this?
He's a villain.
Yeah. But when he's being an arrogant fuck, Bruce Wayne. The world loves him. Yep. Super, like you feel me. Like so, it's that
they only hate the
when you
good
say
nigga,
like you feel me.
But
like
the bad nigga gets everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then after that, I got a song coming out. It's a sample record, for like Thanksgiving, where it's just like a little party groove. Like you feel me. Like move around. And then I got another a female record coming out. Like you feel me. So it's really me speaking to every moment in my life, packaged like that. Like that, so I'm still adjusting all of this shit.
So what's your how you dropping your projects? Are you independent? Are you label like direct to consumer? What's going on?
I'm independent right now.
I love it.
We've been having meetings and all of that. You feel me?
It's not labels are not needed no more, bro. It's a different type of situation.
They
right
not,
now.
but I want that experience.
You want it?
That. I want that.
You want that machine
I
behind
want that.
you?
Yeah, like that. Like I want that experience.
It's not even needed though. That you giving away free money if you do that, bro.
I know. But I want the experience. I truly believe once it happens and that moment comes for me, I'm gonna be able to ask for whatever I want.
Listen, I feel you on that because of who you are and your background. So you want that, like, I want to be able to be like, all right, I signed or whatever, but it's not needed, brother.
Nah, I know it's not needed.
Especially the platform that you on. And the route you're going.
No, I know it's just and being independent is expensive. Like, 'cause I really don't have no outside backing. Like, you feel me? Like, my pops he ain't even get involved in it. Like, you feel me on that aspect. Like, you feel me? He support me however he can. Like, you feel me? But as far as financially within it, and he has not involved. Like, so it's really coming out of pocket for me. Like being independent, but. I stay independent. I don't want to sign to a label. I really would like a partnership more than anything.
Get that 50-50.
A partnership. You feel me? So for me, I'm dropping though. I use DistroKid. I'm about to switch though. Probably see what distribution I'm gonna go with it and have conversations about that. My ultimate goal though would be the La Russell route and go direct to consumer.
Yeah, that's it.
You feel me? So I'm working in the process of getting a website built right now. And that's how I'm gonna do all my shit, like direct to consumer and go from there.
Facts. That's where the bread is at. I got one last question, and if my brother has something after that, then you know what I'm saying. So, you ever gonna use that degree?
It's a light, I don't mean to cut you off.
Ain't good.
That's a tool though, bro. Like that degree that it's a weapon that he has for himself. You know how to read people. You know how to get in situations. You
got a point there.
You know what I'm saying?
You
so
got a super point there.
That tool that he got.
He really don't need to.
He don't need to throw it on the table. Like
I am gonna use it though. Like I made this promise to myself when it's all said and done. After I had the career, did the glitz, the glam, and you feel me? I feel like the stage we see in artists in now. You see Styles doing a pharmacy for life. Him and my pops got juices for life. You see Bun B doing trail burgers. Mm-hmm. You see certain legends when they still do what they do, but they doing what they love.
Yeah.
That's going to be I'm going to go back. I'm probably going to get my degree again, my doctorate or something, and be a professor at it. It would have to be an HBCU.
And back at Clark.
You know what I can see? You know what I can see? Like therapy is, like, now is being accepted. Like, back in the days, it was like
frowned upon.
It was frowned upon. Mm-hmm. Like, if you went to therapy, it was like, oh, you was crazy. Like, because it don't get taught correctly.
I would love to do that. I always thought about that.
So that's, as you're speaking, like, you're very well spoken. So as you speak, I'm like, somebody like you to open up like a clinic of therapists, because he comes from the culture.
Yeah,
his background, so it will be more receptible.
That's another thing. That's another tool
you know
that
what?
he could do.
This is a lane that's untapped right now.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm
you got a toolbox, right?
Yeah. No, I plan on doing that though. Like, you feel me?
But you heard what my brother just said.
No, that's a fact. One of my professors, he had a crazy life. Nigga been shot. He had like 20 girls pregnant at once. Like Dr. Bass. He ain't gonna knock me for saying this. Like, he tells the story in class. Like, you feel me? Yeah. He had like a wild life.
Shout out to Dr. Bass.
And he told me, he's like, yo, the best professors are the ones who lived life before they became
1,000%.
Professors. Because now you can identify certain traits and you can relate. You become personable with the people. But even what you said about the therapist, I had a dream when I was in college one day in my old crib where I was like, yo, you know what'd be crazy? I was just thinking of a movie script. Imagine a nigga's a rapper, right? A rapper by night, superstar and all of that. But he's a therapist that nobody knows it's him. He call it, like, you go to therapy.
Yeah.
You can sit in a chair and the chair be facing the door or the window. And you don't get to see the person. So, like, that would be my thing, like, where they never see that as me, like, you feel me? And you just helping, like, you feel me? Like, it's some evil shit though, because it had an evil turn, like, you feel me?
Just write that.
But that
we gonna just.
Like, that's the
write that. Don't even put it out there.
That's the call it. So I'm the same shit you thinking. My brain don't stop. I don't sleep. I think raps and shit while sleeping. Like, my brain don't shut off.
That's dope. Well, brother, I want to thank you for coming to the Duce Lounge.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
You're always welcome. We definitely gonna do a part 2. We're gonna follow up because you young.
Once the project drop.
You know what I'm saying? The project hit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna shout out your socials. Any last words you want to say?
Yeah, man, tap in. You get me on Instagram at really Jae'won, ReallyJaeWon. You can follow me on Twitter at JaeWonOrNUGG. I engage with niggas. I have no problem telling you nothing crazy, so watch what you say to me. And yeah, check me out on the Joe Budden podcast stream, you feel me? And check me out here. You see where I'm at. We in the Duce Lounge, and cheers.
Shit.
And we out of here, man. I just need y'all to realize one thing. There's people out here that got stories. Stop having preconceived notions of who somebody is, because you never gonna know. You never gonna know, or even what they story is, or walk in their shoes.